Comparison Reviews, Round 2! Tonight, we will be reviewing Terminal Gravity Pale Ale versus Sierra Nevada Pale Ale. Whoa! And this is the part where I'm going to go and be putting in like the Guile theme track here, because everything is improved by the Guile theme track. Okay, that whiskey just really hit me. So yeah, you're going to see even more tonight. So, comparing a classic from the first wave of craft beer to the latest wave of craft beer. Old World versus New World. Weighing in at 5.8 ABV, Sierra Nevada Pale Ale, and weighing in at 6.1 ABV. Who will win? So more seriously, the choice of glass here has been determined by what I know from the beers. So basically, I know Sierra Nevada tends to get a pretty good head going. This one, the one strike against it I find, I really like it, is that it doesn't really form a lasting head, a thick lasting head. I love it, but it just doesn't. So, let's pour these out, shall we? Oh, look at that. Bright, beautiful, clear. Big, thick head. Nicely carbonated. It's a clear, pale, orange yellow. Redolent of biscuity hops and New World hopping. Biscuity malts and New World hopping. And the challenger. Nice vigorous pour, give it a chance to form a fair head here. Lightly darker, I would say this is more of a beige. Definitely kind of dark for a pale ale in retrospect. Take a look at that difference there. This one is slightly cloudy and almost an orange-brown color. This one, well, it pretty much defines a pale ale color, New World Pale Ale. So, Old World hopping here. Get some earthiness, some florals, but the main thing is those caramel malts, and boy do they boom in there with caramel, brown bread, all that nice stuff. With just a nice little bit of butter on top. But just not enough, just not so much that you think that there's diacetyl, sort of problems going on in the fermentation. More on that later. Let us drink. Nice crackery malt, some decent sweetness there, especially in the mid-palate to finish. And all around, that New World hopping. Kind of resiny. Kind of grapefruity. Oops, I forgot to do my sip of water to clean the palate. malts, first and foremost. Lovely buttered brown bread taste, that sort of caramel. And underneath that, a backbone of earth and light floral, just a smidge of herbalness, good old world style hopping. Not super bitter. If I could explain the difference in between the two, I would say that the hopping here kind of comes at the top of the tongue, you know? Hop forward versus malt forward. That's pretty much it right there. In Sierra Nevada, well, medium-bodied, is much more light feeling on the tongue in comparison to this, probably due to the higher malting. I kind of wonder what the gravity is in between the two. I don't believe that they show the gravity. Oh, this is 5.6, by the way. Screw up on my end. Yeah, no gravity readings on these. Gravity is sort of how the density of your beer is sort of measured. After this, I'm going to have a cheap cigar. Because, well, cheap cigar and some Darjeeling tea. Yes, I washed down my beer with Darjeeling tea after. I don't really... This is a total digression. I don't really like combining tobacco and alcoholic beverages, which is really strange because I love the both of them. And most people who love the both of them really like pairing them. I've just found with experience that I don't. I find it kind of ruins both, you know. You kind of get sort of acridness from the taste of tobacco. You know, the tobacco tends to become really acrid in your mouth. And most of the nuances in the alcohol tend to be blasted away. So, well, indeed, this is a much closer competition than the first one I had tonight. I'm going to go with terminal gravity before, because I kind of like old world style hops and malt forward sort of making of a pale ale. Just because the New World style is so popular right now that, you know, the New World style pale ales kind of outnumber Old World style pale ales 10 to 1. And that's just how it is. And so you can kind of hit me with like, well, you're just kind of going with a novelty factor here, that the Sierra Nevada Pale Ale is more balanced. And I would say that there is a certain, I would say that in a certain respect, yes, the Sierra Nevada Pale Ale is more balanced. You know how I am about balance. But there's something to be said about novelty. There's something to be said about going back to styles that aren't as popular anymore. There's something to be said about sort of maintaining and experimenting there. And I'm going to give kudos to people like that, because you know what? No matter what I say about Sierra Nevada Pale Ale, you're going to drink it, I'm going to drink it, we're all going to drink it. That's just how it is with us craft beer drinkers. This is kind of ubiquitous. This is up there with Boston Lager. You're going to drink it. You know you will. And that's just that, you know? So, that's your beer reviews for tonight. And I'm going to finish these. I'm going to definitely have a nice smoke while drinking some nice Darjeeling tea. And then I'm probably going to hit the hay after a good shower. That's your beer review for tonight, folks. Cheers. A winner is you.